Don't do it. It's
That's
not
it.
cool, and
Mm-mm.
it was even worse coming out than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you're gonna have saggy bottom syndrome.
I'm sure sitting here like, man, that's gonna be like that gastro bypass stomach.
Ah, hit. Here we go now. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. What up, though, y'all? It's your boy OG Tim Wilson, and it is the What Up, Though Show. I am live and in living color because I'm excited about Christmas coming up, and I also have a boatload of birthdays today. I got the crew with me, Big Ed and Waves, but check this out. I want to give a shout out to my girl Inga Winslow Palmer. I got a shout out to Ashley Joy. Big up Ashley Joy. Ooh, she fine. I wonder if she's still singing. She did a song with Ja Rule back in the day called Body. Y'all don't know about that though. Big up to my cousin Rose Hurst Goldman. Yo, big up to Liam Toohey. What up though, Liam? My girl Carla Davis. Hey now. My boy Sean P. What up, dude? I'll be coming for Sean P's show. He do the Laugh and Giggle Show podcast on Podcastic. I'm going to be hosting this show next Sunday, so make sure you check that out. And last but not least, I got to give a shout to my girl Lynette Marie. And on that note, man, I got to sing it to you. Happy birthday to all of y'all. Mm-hmm. And on that note, we gonna go ahead and no further ado, we gonna get this party started. What up, though, fellas? What's happening? I got the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Waves in the building. What's going on, man?
What up, though? You forgot a birthday in
No,
there.
no, 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 I didn't. Nigga, it's my show. Shut up. I ain't forgot shit.
Well, happy birthday to Waze. He had a birthday on Tuesday.
Well,
So
happy birthday, Wade.
Thank you, thank you. I'm a year older, not really smarter.
in the
How old are
black
you now?
community,
12, nigga?
in the
Ah,
black
you know.
community, we don't do birthdays. We do birthday weeks.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
That's some girl shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's my birthday month. It's
ugh.
Virgo season. Hey.
I don't know. I Yeah, exactly. Because when it comes to mine, all right, let's get this over with, man.
Hey.
I
Yo,
could.
man. No. Happy birthday to you, though, Waves, man. How old are you, for real? He ain't gonna say, all right, never mind, man. He's gonna take a sip. He gonna take a sip. Let's toast one up for the birthday people, man. We got a special birthday coming up, but we gonna save it. We gonna save it because we gonna talk about it. All right. Wade, you
Cheers.
gonna put one up? What you at? Where you at, Wade? You with us? All right. Well, happy birthday to everybody, man. Take a sip. Mm. And I'm still drinking gangster wine, baby. I'm still drinking that gangster ass wine. So, on to that birthday that that Big Ed thought I forgot, that I didn't forget, because of course,
Mm,
how could I forget?
That's
all
not the
right.
one I was talking about Waze's, but
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna give you a pass then. I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass.
I
Um,
know the other one you're talking about.
you know the other one I'm talking about. Of course you do, man, because um, this is all thanks to that man, man. I want to say big up and happy birthday to the late great legend Latone Hart. If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't be right here. It was his going away that brought me and Big Ed back together, and I met Ways through Big Ed, and this whole thing started in the aftermath of us reconnecting after um, after the death of Latone Hart. We dedicate the station to him. I want to dedicate this night to him. The station, he is, for those that don't know, he's the voice of the he had a station called Raven, because we were just gonna be WUDS, the What Up Doe Show radio. I'm still kind of hanging on to the What Up Doe Show network. Brings you the Raven 929, but the Raven 929 was his station. So those drops that you hear in the show, the station liners, those are all Latone Hart. He also does the show Unmasked, and I just want to say I want to give a huge, huge tribute and a huge, huge shout out to Latone. I miss you, my brother, and that's not all I got to say. But I'm going to pass the mic because I know the Big Ed got a lot to say.
Man, it's just, I miss him like hell. But man, I miss hearing his big booming voice. he was the biggest presence in any room he was ever in, and man, he's a big presence here on the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And ways I know you didn't know Latone, so I'm not gonna put you on the spot to try to
Thank
come
you.
up with something. I wish Dejan was here because Dejan would have one thing to say. You got the silly ass locked in the lunchbox in the icebox with nowhere to go. Every time they saw each other, they did that shit to each other together. That was Dejan and Latone's thing, man. Um, Irony is, without him or I even realizing that his birthday was this week, it came up that Dejan brought that up this past Sunday. He found a video and played it. Say, who this remind you of? And he played a video of that clip. There's nowhere to go. I was like, damn, that's my boy. I missed that nigga. So it's funny that just came up. I mean, literally Sunday, this past Sunday, when Dejan was over here. We were kicking it, watching the football and drinking and talking shit. And that came up. So happy birthday, Latone, man. I miss you, brother. And for those that don't know, I'm not going to play this whole clip. I got a pretty long clip that he used. And this was his resume that he would send to stations. So when he was looking for a job, you know, in radio, you don't just send a paper resume, but you send a clip of who you are and your work, and let people hear you. So this was his production resume. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's about a minute and a half long. It's too long, but instead of a moment of silence, I'm going to give you a moment of a tone.
Tone Heart is on your radio.
CR Unlimited, home of the Golden Triangle's baddest selection of men's hip-hop and urban gear. Now introducing the all-new Al Jazeera clothing line. You've seen it before in the Sitting Sideways video. Also worn by Slim Thug, Paul Wall, T.I., Bun B, and Mike Jones. CR Unlimited. What's up, Twin City? The party you've been waiting for is here. Here. Yeah. Get Crunk Thursday, January 26th at Club Euphoria with DJ MB spinning 100% crunk. Get Crunk Thursday, January 26th. Calling all teams. Magic 102.5 and KFC want to pimp your prom. Visit any Beaumont or Port Arthur area KFC location to register to win the ultimate prom package, including everyone wants to be a DJ, but you can't be a DJ without the gear. At speakers, turntables, cases, mixers, microphones, CD players, drum machines, lights, fog machines, and needles. And there's only one place for you to go to get all these things in one stop. Audio. K&W Cycle is having a sale on Suzuki 600 Cafe Bikes. I'm talking about crotch rockets on sale now at call. Suzuki 600 Cafe Bikes for as low as $39 a month at K&W Cycle on Arden Road and Ryan in Utica. Sale ends Saturday. Latone Hart. The Dayton family is back with their newest CD release. Return to Dayton Avenue. This is their hardest release yet. The Dayton family. See what got the street talking. This CD features their hot new single, Miracle Whip.
On second thought, I guess I am going to play the whole thing. What the hell? I couldn't cut it off. I couldn't find a place to cut it off. I was enjoying it. But let it roll. So I got a couple more Latone clips we're going to roll through tonight. And I know you got one too, Big Ed.
I got a couple.
So we'll slip them in as the night goes by. And so tonight we dedicate this show to you, my homie. That's why we're going to roll. And you know that's right. As a matter of fact, that explosion, I got that from Latone because I had a little whack ass explosion, and he was like, "What was that supposed to be?" I said, "Man, I need an explosion." He said, "I got a good one for you. I'm gonna send you this explosion," and it became a staple of my show, the original What Up Doe Show. That explosion became a staple of the show, and I got that explosion from him
Right.
because he was like, "Yo, explosion is trash."
Hey, that was Carmen at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yes, that was Carmen at the beginning. Carmen Keys.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the stepdaughter of Jim Caldwell.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Jim Caldwell is her father or a stepfather, something like that.
Oh,
Anyway, we've got news you can't use.
Got him!
Cardi B. Cardi B is in the news. Cardi B has opened up about the troubles she had and the complications she faced while having her butt injections removed.
Shouldn't
That's
have got him in the
interesting.
first place.
very interesting.
What's so interesting about that, Waze?
I want to know how they. All right, so I never understood there because there's some that gets the injection, there's some that gets the implants. It was never very clear on which one she had. All I know is she did have illegally done, uh, implants or whatever.
Well, she said in August that she got surgery to have 95% of her ass shots removed.
Mm.
She called it by its medical name, and then she said, "In case you don't know what it is, it's ass shots." Wish I had the sound, but she said she has a warning. She said she knows there's a lot of young women out there who think they're too small or too skinny. And they get envious of the thick girls getting more attention. She said, but if you're 19, 20, 21 years old, don't do it. It's
That's
not
it.
cool. And it was it was even worse coming out than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you're gonna have saggy bottom syndrome.
I'm sure sitting here like, man, that's gonna be like that gastro bypass stomach.
On that note, Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill is starring in a new Netflix comedy called You People, directed by Kenya Barris, who is the creator of Blackish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this should be pretty interesting because I think he's pretty creative. He's pretty funny. I'm looking forward to that one.
Have you seen the trailer?
I have seen the trailer. Have you seen the trailer, Big Ed?
It looks hilarious.
It looks freaking hilarious.
To me, it's like old school Eddie Murphy, but matured. And then Jonah Hill, for some reason, it looks like him and Jonah Hill is going to click really well. It'd be that comedy odd couple that you never expected.
Why Jonah Hill look like a gangster in the
That
trailer?
is funny. That is so funny to me. He does, man.
I remember him with the Jufro on Superbad.
He said on the set.
And he's so freaking real to me. I like Jonah Hill. I fucks with him.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
funny as hell.
You know what I mean, folks. I didn't mean to cuss, but
He said funk.
Yeah, he funks with him.
right on up. I'm gonna funk you right on up. I said, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Sit back down. That's before your time, folks. Straight out of South Carolina. Sequence is the name of that group. And one of the members of Sequence, by the name of Angie B, is also known as another name. You know?
No.
Angie Stone.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She was a member of Sequence, the group. The first female rap group. That is the first female rap group. It's the thing. They were on the same label, on the Sugar Hill label.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, since we talked up Eddie Murphy's movie and how good that we expect that to be, one that didn't get quite the same shine Turns out The Rock and Black Adams was a box office bust and is losing money. It is a loss at the box office.
Yeah.
So, do you know anybody that saw this damn movie?
Yes, me.
And how was it?
Is it as bad as they say it was?
I'm just happy I bootlegged it.
See, that's one I didn't go to the theaters to see. I'm not a big fan of the DC movies. They don't. I don't know. They're not as good as the Marvel movies.
I don't agree with that, but I wasn't looking forward to Black Adams, but
Right.
I mean, you can't hate on Batman. I'm sorry, sir.
Well, I'm not hating on Batman, but the new
No, I'm
Batman
saying
sucks.
The Batman.
Whoa.
Batman got a lot of them that's fire though.
See,
Yeah.
there's two kinds of Batman fans when it comes to the movies. There's the ones who are interested in the Batman action, and then there are the ones who are interested in the Batman story. So
And then
Robert
there's guys
Pattinson
like me.
is all about the story.
There's guys like me that's into both. I like
Yeah.
the story and the action.
I really enjoyed the Robert Pattinson one just because of the story. That was a very interesting story to me. And it was a different way to tell a Batman story that I really enjoyed.
I didn't see the most recent Batman, the last one, but
Me neither.
I know the Dark Knight was fire. How you gonna not say me neither? And you said you didn't like it.
Right. Hold
Because I wasn't.
on.
I don't know. It didn't interest me. I didn't want to watch it.
But you
That's
said it
my
was
point.
trash, but you ain't even see it. How you gonna have How you gonna have an opinion?
Just didn't look good to me. So
Man, Batman is fire.
At least watch
the
it.
Dark Knight was fire.
Dark
Yeah.
Knight was fire. Batman was fire. Michael Keaton was fire.
Mhm.
Uh,
George Clooney.
George Clooney was dope. Oh shit, man, you hate you. better-
Val Kilmer sucked.
Val
Whoa, whoa,
Kilmer
whoa.
was dope. Val
saying
Kilmer was dope.
I didn't like Val Kilmer's
Val
Batman.
Kilmer was
tripping.
dope. You tripping, dog. Val Kilmer was dope.
Christian Bale and George Clooney were the best.
No, oh boy was dope too. The one that played Michael Keaton.
Michael
first
Keaton. Yeah, Michael Keaton was good. I agree. I like George Clooney, but I like George Clooney more as Bruce Wayne than Batman.
Mhm.
I can
And
see that
then
one.
Christian Bale, he had the grittiness, he had the darkness, but the action scenes I couldn't really go with the action scenes. Robert Pattinson, the newer one, the story was amazing. The action scenes were just hardcore. It puts Christian Bale to shame when it comes to the action scenes. No one talks about Ben Affleck, so it's easier just to skim over that one.
But speaking of Ben Affleck, wasn't Daredevil DC? Or was
Oh
that
no,
Marvel?
that's Marvel.
No, Daredevil's Marvel.
Daredevil was pretty dope. Daredevil was pretty dope.
I like Daredevil, but then Netflix came out with that Daredevil show, and now Ben Affleck's Daredevil looks really campy and corny, and it's nothing compared to the Netflix show that they had.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
And now Marvel's Disney Plus is actually getting ready to do a Daredevil
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Daredevil
from the Netflix one.
Daredevil was cool. Okay, all right. I get the feeling that Black Adams is going to do better on stream. I thought Black Adams was better for stream. I was waiting for it to come out on stream.
Right. That's what I'm waiting to watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Why was that even at the theater?
Well, yeah, it was not destined to be successful after all the previous DC movies.
Yeah,
that they
it
put out.
was
No.
destined to be a stream.
And
stream
they're
movie.
canceling DC movies left and right.
But there's a big one coming out. There's a major Shazam.
Oh yeah, Shazam.
Yeah, the second Shazam movie looks dope though.
But they done put the kibosh on Wonder Woman 3. What was the Batgirl? They done squashed Batgirl.
They squashed. Well, they keep putting the Flash on hiatus because Ezra Miller just can't keep his head straight.
Right.
Flash is dope though.
And wasn't Batgirl already finished, bro?
No,
Oh,
They hadn't even gotten the script for Batgirl yet.
Oh, there was one of them that they had finished, ready to go to HBO Max, and they pulled it.
No, and the reason they pulled it is because they're gonna go and use the actress from the TV show, but people got pissy because that actress ended up being a black Batgirl, and they didn't like that. Just like
that
the
was
new
Lenny Kravitz's. That was Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Catwoman was DC though, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That was dope. With Halle Berry. That was dope.
I haven't seen it, but I'll watch Halle Berry in skin tight clothing anyway, so I don't care. If she could be 99 years old, I'll still watch it. I don't care. I've seen Swordfish numerous times as a teenager.
Yeah. I saw it as a grown up, so there's our age disparity now. We know how young he is.
I'm just saying it's one of the most paused movies of all time.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, thought we were done with that. Another huge story. Brittany Griner is back on U.S. soil, and Republicans are pissed off about it.
Because she's black.
Because she's a lesbian and black.
She's lesbian. They claim she made some anti-American remarks.
That's just acknowledging slavery to them.
And they're saying it wasn't a great deal to swap for the war dealer, the Russian arms dealer, also known as the Merchant of Death, is his nickname.
Well, no, what they're really mad about, and this comes out, even Candace Owens is saying it, they're really mad because they didn't get the White Marine out.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true as well.
The White Marine isn't going to win votes.
And I'd like to say this, too, in regards to, you mentioned Candace Owens. I never really listened to her in the past. I've mostly just heard clips and opinions of other people of what they thought about what she said. But I've heard her speak I've heard her speak twice, and both times I agreed with her. I thought she was on point. I thought she had an awesome statement she made in regards to the Kyrie Irving situation. And I forgot what the other one was, but definitely the Kyrie one.
Well, a broke clock is right twice a day. So,
overall, I'm not a fan of hers. Every now and then she does say something that is agreeable and understandable, but for the most part, she's really good at panhandling to a certain base that she knows is gonna go and take her word for it and give her money.
She's very smart, very articulate, very well spoken. She's very sharp. She may say some things that we've agreed with, disagreed with in the past, but I won't take nothing from her. Not from what I heard, because when I heard her speak, she was on point, and she was on point.
You probably heard her talking about the Balenciaga thing.
Yeah, I did.
Yo, she went hard against Balenciaga. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure did. Yeah, she did, and she went hard on the Kyrie Irving thing too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
But if you are highly unlikely, but if you are watching us, I still don't like you.
If you're watching this, I like you. I'm a fan, Candace. I'm with you.
I'm just saying, hit me up in the DMs and I might become a fan if you got something nice to say. And I ain't talking about in a weird way. I'm talking about straight up person to person.
Not with me. I'm sorry.
Hit me up in a weird way. I'm good with that.
I ain't gonna lie, she is kind of hot, but I ain't gonna front like she ain't hot or anything. But you know,
she's
that's
fine.
a different
She's
story.
smart. She's well spoken.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a conversation with her.
Candace, I didn't hear all that other shit they talking about. When I heard you for myself, I was impressed. So we good. That's all I'm saying.
Let me put it this way: somebody on Twitter, because about this Brittany Griner thing, called her Candace Kuhnman.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna even hear that. All I got to say to that person is,
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
that's all. That's all I got.
It's actually the white people that mostly agree with her.
No, not this time. So I'm with her. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's him hating. That's him hating. That's all. That ain't me. I ain't in that. I ain't in that over there. That over there, I ain't in that.
One day she will learn, though, like I had learned. They're only cool with you until you say something they don't like.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about all that. I got you. I got you. Drop the bomb on that shit. I'm cool with it. Another big story that came out this week. My boy, Southwest T, Terry Flannery, of BMF, is being subpoenaed by the FBI for the murder of Jam Master Jay.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
So they allege that Jam Master Jay the money wasn't coming fast enough like it once was, and he hit quote unquote hard times of at his measure, hard times, no pun intended. And he got in the dope game. He was selling dope, and his murder was a result of a drug deal gone bad. And they are alleging that it was ties to BMF, and they are calling Southwest T to the stand.
Wow.
And I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. We were big Run DMC fans, and I will not buy that Terry had anything to do with it. And they are saying, go ahead.
After watching, because I watched the BMF documentary, and after the way they were talking about Run DMC in the documentary, I would have expected them not to let him get in the dope game and would have just hit his hand.
Yeah. I tend to agree with that. I mean, and I saw most of the documentary. I think I missed a couple of episodes. I didn't see any reference to Run DMC, but I know that we were Run DMC fans. The three of us, me, Meech, and Terry were big Run DMC
Well,
fans.
they said in the documentary, they said they patterned everything they did after Run DMC.
Yeah, we did. I did too. We were Run DMC fans, big time.
I could see them hitting his hand if he fell on hard times and pushing him away from the dope game, because that's what they was trying to do themselves with BMF.
Yeah.
Was trying to go legit.
I got a different viewpoint on that. No matter how much you respect somebody, if you're in the game, money is money, and when the money ain't right, stuff happens. So I can see it being a possibility. I'm not saying it is what it is, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility in my opinion. Just from past experiences within understanding the game as deep as I do.
And I get that. You're right. Now they are saying that they are not alleging that he had anything to do with the murder of J Master J, but they think he have important information that will help them come to a conclusion. So they are subpoenaing him to the stand. So Southwest T, I never called you Southwest T, but I get it. He's from Southwest, and his first initial was T. But Terry, man, I know you down, man. I know you got love for Run DMC, and no matter what, through all of this shit, I still got love for you, and I'm not buying that you're in this, and I hope they're not trying to set you up to get you back in there because they mad because you got out.
Just saying.
Because you know T been out. Meech is still locked up, but Terry is out. Okay.
The feds would do anything to get their man that they want.
By the way, man, if y'all haven't watched it yet, y'all gotta check out that goddamn show BMF.
Of course,
I know you have. I'm talking to the listeners.
And you're talking to me. I haven't watched it yet, but You know what?
Way
I'll get to
behind.
working on that. I'll get to
Man,
working
that
on
show
that.
is raw as hell.
Yeah, you're way behind, man.
I'll get caught up.
Season 2 comes out next month, man. What do you
I
think?
know, that's why I'm catching up.
We're just catching up on one. So anyway, while we're on hip hop and movies, Ice Cube wants his movie back. Ice Cube said he wants WB to give him the rights to Friday, and no, I am not paying for my own stuff.
That's
That's
right.
intellectual property that Ice Cube rightfully should own.
What he needs to do is get hooked up with Dave Chappelle's people so they can help him get the rights to all of his stuff back. Just like Dave Chappelle got the rights to the Chappelle Show back.
Hell, just like Snoop got everything from Death Row.
You don't got to be a one-man gang out here. There's people out there that can help him, and he's close to Dave. Use your resources to the best of your ability.
Hell yeah, he's in the group with Snoop.
That right. Speaking of beats and rhymes and hip hop stars and business and movies, Jay-Z is looking to bring a casino to Times Square.
I don't know if I like that idea.
Why not?
Hey, if
I don't know.
Indians can have a casino, the niggas can have one too.
Yeah, okay, but we still waiting for reparations, let alone a goddamn casino. We still haven't even got our mules, but we got the 4 acres. Let's be real about it.
Shit, where the 4 acres at?
But hey, yo, we didn't get 40. We were supposed to get 40 acres, not 4.
Well,
Yeah.
shit,
40 acres.
we didn't get that either.
We didn't
What do you
get-
think the goddamn hood is? That's
We did
their
not
idea of
get-
giving us our 40 acres, and we just took that shit.
No,
Nope.
nope.
No, we did not get 40 acres and a mule, bro. That's why we in the hood. That's why. And we don't that's why the bulk of the hood is not even owned by us.
Yeah.
He figured that out. That's why he took his money and bought the hood. My boy Mike Epps is taking his money and buying the hood back.
Yep.
That's the way to go, man. And Jay-Z got the money. Jay-Z got loot, man. So he's a billionaire already. So why not? Why not?
I would.
I would in a heartbeat.
Why not? Why the hell not?
You know,
Yo, I'm just saying. From Plymouth on up to 26, hit me up. I got y'all. If I had the money, I'd buy the hood.
You know what? I should put a casino on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
oh,
Why is it that Martin Luther King stood for peace, but nowhere in America you can go to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and find peace?
you
Right.
can find some crack rocks. You can find some heroin.
I'm just saying. And the nearest police station is within miles of that neighborhood. I'm just saying.
And it's a liquor store every half a block.
Yeah.
Liquor stores and churches.
About three payday loan places.
Since we're on the topic of Jay-Z, he used to be part owner of the Brooklyn Nets. Let's talk Kyrie. We brought Kyrie up once. Let's bring him up again because he lost his deal with Adidas.
No, it was
So
Nike.
he said with Nikes. Yeah, Nike.
What's the
my bad.
difference?
Yeah, you know. You got a point. You got a point there. So he did lose his deal with Nike. Nike stripped their deal from him. And you know what I appreciate about Kyrie? I've never been a big Kyrie guy, but you know what I appreciate about him through all of this BS? He has not let them see him sweat.
Nope.
He has not allowed them to see him sweat, neither this year nor last year when he went through the whole thing with he won't be vaccinated, and now he's going through all this thing with the Jewish people and cutting him off and doing this, that, or another. He will not let them see him sweat. He is just taking everything in stride and moving on. Nike stripped the deal. He didn't pitch a bitch. He didn't cry. He didn't moan. He didn't complain. He didn't say they wrong. You know what he said? All right, then. Came out there in some old no-name ass gym shoes.
No, he had Nikes on.
He came out in some no-name ass gym shoes, and written on the side of it, it said, "I am free" on one side, and the other side said, "Your logo goes here." That's what he wore. That's what he wore at the last game, and he balled out.
He played another game. He had on some Nikes, but he had colored the Nike thing. He had colored black Sharpie over the Nike symbol, and he had X'd out the Nike symbol on the back. That's so.
He wasn't Nikes. He had some old no name ass shoes on, and wrote on one side "I am free," and on the other leg it said "Logo here." Your logo here. So whoever down with me, you can get in on, because screw them. I'm good. And he
Right?
balled out. That's my microphone, was that?
I think it was.
I didn't know. It ain't. I don't know. It's ways.
Oh, it's ways.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, big ups to Kyrie on that, man. I like that you're not letting.
Hell yeah, that was beastly.
I appreciate it.
All right. No. Okay. I've been trying to say this the entire time, but my mic's acting like a fool. But you know why Kyrie ain't letting them see him sweat, right? And it's the biggest difference between him and Kanye. Kyrie know what it's like to be a nigga in America.
I won't say that Kanye don't know.
He has far less experience. His mother did a really good job of protecting him from it.
I don't know. I ain't buying that.
I don't know. If he claiming Chicago GD, then she didn't protect
Yeah,
him.
we got white people over here in Wilmer that claim fucking GD. I'm sorry, excuse my language. That claim GD. Everyone can claim a gang.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different from Wilmer, Minnesota to Chicago, Illinois.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
you can claim a gang.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It totally matters. It totally matters.
Where's the presence of GD in Chicago right now?
What do you mean, where's the presence? It's all over.
Are you sure?
It's all over Chicago.
Are you sure?
Yes. I am positive.
I think you might want to do your research on Chicago right now.
I'm not gonna put that on Ye. I think Ye is out of touch now, but no, I think Ye has definitely know what it's like to be a nigga. I think he's always known what it's like
South
to be.
side of Chicago.
You ain't coming from South Side Chicago and not. And when I saw his documentary, I mean, he was always with brothers. I mean, he wasn't never in a crowd of white folks.
Nope.
That's
he
true.
wasn't surrounded by white folks at all.
Hell no. Not Chicago. When he got with the Kardashians, yeah.
yeah, that's true.
But come on now, that's a sunken place. Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway. Oh, damn. I'm on.
Man, you ever known a brother to fuck with a Kardashian? Excuse my language. You ever known a brother to mess with a Kardashian and come out on top?
No.
It depends on what you mean by come out on top.
I'm just saying. Tiger came out on top of a young Kardashian. I'm just saying.
Anyway, I did see a funny meme about that though. They had it was like the Kardashians put out a dope ass basketball team. Now they got Harden, Chris Paul, Devin Booker,
Chris Humphries.
Oh yeah, it was funny, man. It was real funny.
Lamar
Odom, Blake Griffin. It was hilarious. Anyway, man, let me get to this story. Here's a creepy story to me, man. In North Carolina, a North Carolina teen, she was a young girl, she was a teenager. She got off work and she took a Lyft home. And she said the Lyft driver from the moment she got in the car, started making weird comments. Like, if I was, I'd be hollering at you if you wasn't so young. And, oh, you a cutie. Oh, you were talking about how good she looked. Excuse me. And then started spraying some stuff in the car. She said it was the car smelled like he was spraying something. And he rolled all the windows up. She said, and the scent was whatever it was he was spraying was starting to make her sick. She said, I know my body well enough to know I felt like something wasn't right, like I was being drugged. So she busted the door open and jumped out the car.
Good for her.
Messed herself up bad, too. Had to go to the hospital, had to go be rushed to emergency. But check this out. She said she heard him call for help. He called the 911, but he didn't call like this girl just jumped out of my car. He called acting like he was an onlooker. I just saw a girl jump out of a car, and she's at such and such, and then he took her. Yeah. So yeah, I thought
Good
that
for her for getting out of that situation.
Yeah,
no telling what would have happened had she not.
that's messed up. That's the downside to the way the world is progressing, where you can release aerosols in the air like that can have such an effect on an individual where they can feel that they are being drugged through an aerosol manipulation.
Yeah. Man, that could have ended up very, very bad.
Yeah. Did they catch the dude?
I don't know.
If they did catch him, what are they going to charge him for?
Right.
Without evidence, they can't really charge him. So that's the downside to this whole story is even if they were to catch him, what can they do about it?
But they can't investigate him.
They can, but without proof. And even if they found proof with an aerosol, it's way harder to convict with proof.
You doing stuff like that, it's not your first time.
No.
True.
My guess is he came from Colombia or Guatemala.
Oh no! Go look back through look back through recent crimes that fit the same MO.
They should be able to track down who she was riding with pretty easily.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
At least at least have a talk with him.
Exactly. But you also look back and look back through your recent unsolved crimes and see what type of crimes fit that MO.
And then these girls riding his Uber or his
exactly.
But at the same time, with all that, without evidence, they cannot convict.
But you can't. If you can establish a pattern though, that holds a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, that said, man, I've got a story out of Detroit that is interesting. I thought I told this story last week, but I think this came up early in the week, shortly after the show, and I was like, damn, I wish I would have had this last night. I mean, it came out like late. A white Detroit cop was found guilty of racial profiling and assaulting a black man. He found this black man where there were a lot of police cadets doing some training, and he just assumed this was another guy. And there was police and non-police there. There were plainclothes police there. There were other people there, and he saw this guy in the bathroom. He went to the restroom, saw this guy in the restroom counting out a large sum of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went after him. And where you get the money from, blah, blah, blah. He went to him, the guy was like, what are you talking about, man? It's none of your business, right? Whatever. And it escalated, and he ended up arresting him and, abusing him, beating him up, whatever. They had an altercation. Well, it turns out this black man was a cop.
You're going to learn today. Better shut your white mouth.
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
So
Hey,
yeah, so
karma.
you know how they say cops' word don't hold more water. Guess what? This time it's a cop. It's a cop's word you fighting against. Damn it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he was found guilty of racial profiling and assault of a black officer.
I wish I would have found that story. Cause he damn sure would have been on the list.
Got his ass. Got his ass.
Got him.
Got his ass.
Oh,
So yeah, that I thought that would be an interesting story. And just got one more thing real quick before we go to my very last story. Um, and it's going to be a short commercial break.
Once upon a time, a prince said to a princess, "Will you marry me?" She said,
No, your castle isn't big enough.
and the prince lived happily ever after and rode motorcycles and screwed fat ass women, hunted and fished and went to sporting events whenever he wanted. He enjoyed strip clubs and dated women half his age and drank whiskey, beer, and Ciroc, and he rolled blunts with neglected wives, and he never heard complaining or nagging, never paid child support or alimony, and he had threesomes and got random blowjobs and kept his cars and his houses, and he never got cheated on while he was at work. And all his family and friends thought he was the shit. And he had tons of money in the bank, and he left the toilet seat up. The end.
And that was a random fairy tale by none other than the late great Latone Hart.
Hey, listening to that makes me wish I had tuned in and listened and been around you guys a lot more than that to be able to hear that live. That was awesome.
Latone was an absolutely hilarious character, man. He was a lot of fun, very funny.
master of production.
Master of production. Very well done. All right, I have one last story before I go. And this story comes to you from none other than the Uranus Examiner.
Oh, my favorite part of the week.
um, Wieners and things in Uranus.
What?
Oh,
Right out the bat, right off the gun.
That's our headline here.
That took off like Usain Bolt.
Have you been exploring Uranus for so long that your stomach is starting to growl? Maybe, maybe you worked up an appetite sinking your balls into our putt holes at Uranus Putt Pirates. Tempt your taste buds at Uranus Ice Cream Company near the double-decker bus at the east edge of town. Uranus Ice Cream Company has a delicious variety of hot dog choices and tasty sides on the menu. The Mayor's Big Wiener, chili cheese dog served with chips is a bestseller. The Cletus dog with coleslaw and barbecue sauce is an Ozarks favorite. The Frito chili pie is popular and portable. You can even get a bratwurst in Uranus. Order yours, Miss Tiffany style with a lettuce wrap. Kids and ice cream go hand in hand. Keep your mini-me happy with a scoop of fudge from Uranus. All right.
I love this. This is my favorite part of the week.
oh,
That's your story today from Uranus Examiner. And we want to thank you guys for joining us. That's all for the What Up Doe Show today. And I'm going to end it slightly different. I'm going to end it tonight with one more story from the late, great Latone Hurt. Happy birthday. Love you, man. Miss you, man. And we out of here like last year. Peace out. Press your crease out. Keep the police out while we bust his niece out. And we out of here. Peace, y'all.
It's harder than bread left in the microwave too long. And you say,
Give me your hand. Tell
this doesn't
I'm
feel
not
weird.
touching your penis.
And she rejects you. You bought her a ring, a home, and gave her the wedding of her dreams. But when it's time for the booty, she says,
Baby, I can't. My toenails hurt so bad.
are you tired of hearing excuses like this when you're in the mood? Well, download the new Nicole Says No app, which tracks every sexual rejection she gives.
Not tonight, baby. I can't find my keys.
After 25 rejections, the Nicole Says No app finds a fat bitch, a swamp cricket, or an escort service to help you bust a much-needed nut. Since you can't fuck her, fuck her! Download the Nicole Says No app in the App Store or iTunes and let those tadpoles swim again.
Yeah, that's all, man. If you like what you see, like what you see, baby. That's all I can say. If you like what you see, like what you see. Make sure you comment, share, and hey, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, that's the What Up Doe Show. We out. Peace.
Somebody said there was a party up in here. Is there a party up in here?
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, Doe?
Just need to clear my mind.